example, you mentioned it before, it was forced upon us by Einstein. And it didn't look natural to many physicists. And in fact, Einstein thought that it makes no sense. And he was saying it has this spooky action at a distance that cannot be real. And then experiments show that he was wrong. And that we still do not fully understand the meaning of quantum mechanics.
Can you explain, just because you said it a couple times, explain to people that don't know, what does that mean by spooky action?
Yeah. So in quantum mechanics, uh, entities, objects, are described by a wave function. So you have a probability of detecting an electron at this point, at that point. You cannot imagine the electron as being point-like particle, like a billiard ball, which is located at a particular place. There is some uncertainty where, so it's sort of like a wave, it's spread over space. Okay. Now what that means is that if you do a measurement of the electron, let's say here, it affects what you will find very far away, because there is a probability distribution of finding it far away, and a probability of finding it here. And if I measure it here, it means that it's not there. And this effect is action at a distance, and it can be faster than light. So in other words, you can imagine two experiments done almost simultaneously, without any information coming from one experiment to the other, trying to measure the electron. And if one of them finds, the other one is not able to find. But how did they know about each other when they were separated by a distance so large that they couldn't transmit a signal? This is called spooky action at a distance. That information about what is done here is already known there without enough time for the signal to cross that distance, that separation.
What does that tell us about the nature of reality?
That it's not the way we're used to. We're used to having a cup of coffee at one place. You can't have a cup of coffee at another place. But in quantum mechanics, that's not true. Your cup of coffee has some probability of actually being there as well.
So that's not saying being in superposition, right?
It's being in a multitude of states, many places with different properties potentially, and you just assign a probability to finding it here. And moreover, quantum mechanics says that you can never pin down both the position of an object and its speed, its velocity. If you want to localize the object extremely well, you don't know its speed. And if you want to measure its speed, you don't know where it's located. This is called the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. There is always uncertainty about reality. We're not used to it because big objects have very little quantum uncertainty. So that allows us to come to the conclusion that you can imagine things being in one place at one time and having a particular. But quantum mechanics says no, that's not the case. And it's counterintuitive, and Einstein had a problem with that, but he was wrong. And all the experiments are fully consistent with this strange feeling. So what I'm saying, the reason I brought this up is you have an uneasy feeling when you think about quantum mechanics. And a lot of people had an uneasy feeling. I'm sure that the friend of mine, the colleague that spoke about would have said about quantum mechanics, I wish it was not there. So, okay, he can wish, but reality is whatever it is, irrespective of whether we ignore it or not. And we have to get used to it, right? You check the ATM machine, you find how much money you have in the bank. The fact that you imagine to be as wealthy as Elon Musk does not make you wealthy. You can live a happy life imagining that you're Elon Musk in terms of the wealth, but when you go to cash that money, you don't have it in your bank. So what I'm saying is reality is whatever it is, irrespective of your imagination. And we better get tested by experiments before we, assume that everything we believe in is true.
Beautiful. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Your book comes out when?
26th of January.
Okay, so not that far away. What's today?
50 yeah, so in about 11 days.
I will post it on Instagram. I will let everybody know. And I appreciate you. I appreciate what you're doing. And I hope somebody reaches out and actually decides to do this. And takes you up on your word, or on your work, and really puts together some sort of a group of people that can do these kind of experiments that you're talking about. There it is right there. Extraterrestrial, the first signs of intelligent life beyond Earth.
Thank you, Joe, and I'll be glad to be back once we find definitive proof.
100%. Definitely. We'll do it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye, everybody.
Okay, baby. You have fun? You have a fun little game?